originally had a blue sofa, and I realized that was not gonna work. I mean, for me anyway, I think some people would be fine with it. And so now you can see like the couch that I have is basically like the color of my cat's fur. Hi everyone, I'm Justine and this is Sprinkles and I'm a consultant in New York City. We met during the pandemic, so she's a pandemic pet. I was just like feeling pretty lonely because I'm actually not from this country. I'm originally from Singapore. So I was like here all by myself and just like very isolated because a lot of friends had family, so we all had to be very careful. So I decided to first foster a cat. So she's a foster fill and I got her from Angelica.
Did you intend to adopt her?
I didn't know because I didn't grow up with any cats. So I was never like a cat person when I was growing up. There was like 0 cats in my family. It was like really an experiment. I had like nothing cat in my apartment, so I had to buy everything from scratch. Didn't know what to do. I had to read up on it. I don't know, she just like filled this gap in my life that I didn't know that was even there. She's like the friendliest cat. She's the sweetest cat. It's like, it was a difficult period of everyone's life and it just felt like she got me.
How would you describe her personality?
She's very curious. She loves to like walk around. She loves to like almost get into some kind of trouble. She's very sweet. When I call her name in the morning, she will come to me. She's very playful. So if you wave something in front of her, she'll jump at it. She's great in every way. I originally had a blue sofa and I realized that was not gonna work. I mean, for me anyway, I think some people would be fine with it. And so now you can see like the couch that I have is basically like the color of my cat's fur.
So would you say that you've coordinated the decor in your apartment and your personal wardrobe to
Everything
your cat?
is around her. Everything is really around her. You think about these things a lot more because they're such a big part of my life. Like I can't imagine not thinking about this. I felt like my cat needed more activity, just like general, like walking around, running around. I think I tried to like train to walk her. She didn't like it. She still has a bit of a fear of going on the streets, for example. So I thought hallway might work, like just some like very constrained space. So, it's almost like a day-by-day thing, right? They have to get comfortable, right? It's almost like you're training someone to do something. So you open the door and then soon they walk out the door, they realize it's not, it's not dangerous. They go like a couple doors down, they stiff. I think over time, she almost became too adventurous because she would just like sit outside someone's door. So there's small little things we have to work through, but everyone on this floor loves her. They don't know my name. They kind of know her name. This is like a nice way of meeting people and also to make sure that she gets like sufficient activity. I think one thing that I would have told myself earlier on is it does take time for cats to like be comfortable and fully show their personality. And I think there's always a bit of patience involved, but like it's so rewarding.
You really did match everything because even the light wood matches her.
Yeah. I got this done when I was in Mexico. They were doing like custom pet portraits. And then the one next to it, I just found it randomly in some like antique store. It's just his friend. A little bit cheesy. This is where I sleep and she kind of hangs out.
Yeah.
But she loves to just like perch here and then see what's down below.
I mean, that's a great view.
Yeah. Or I would sit here and then she would just look back at us like what's going on right now.
Does she use this scratcher?
Oh yeah, she does. I mean, it looks like it's been scratched to death, but yeah.
And then she does hang out up here?
She sits there. Honestly, like it's a bit scary, but she also walks across the bar.
She's never fallen?
No, I mean, it's a bit of a fat bar. It's a couple of inches, She's pretty careful. She spends half her time hanging out next to the auto feed thing. It's like indoor. It's supposed to like help them maintain like a good weight, which is why I got it. And she seems to like it enough, so.
Yeah, okay. We have an auto feeder here.
Yeah.
And
then
this
a water
is
fountain.
A water fountain.
She hates wet food. I just put like some cat treats with water to make sure that she drinks enough water because she's FIV positive. The annual checkups are a little bit more extensive. They always do blood work, or there was once, I think it was very dry during the winter and she sneezed and there was a little blood that came out. But I freaked out, brought her to the emergency vet and did like mad blood scans. When they found out she was FIV positive, nothing else that much else changes. They live pretty regular lives.
Yeah.
So. Hey, Sphinx.
That's so lazy.
Yeah, she is so lazy. This is why she's a little bit, needs to be a bit of diet. She doesn't want to get up.
Where is your litter box?
The litter box is just in that corner. But it's just integrated into the living area. There are like a couple of nooks that I tried to create for her. Like that's her food and kind of nook, and then dash is like a little scratching post. So just like spread it out throughout the entire living area. I just didn't want it in the restroom just for me. Like I prefer it out in the open. It just feels, because I have such high ceilings, it feels a little bit more like, open. She uses a mix of like 2 different kinds of litter and this is one of it. It's like a little bit of a walnut one. And the other one is just like regular clumping litter. I think it's like Fresh Step. But yeah, she likes this and I feel like This also feels a little bit more environmentally friendly. I don't know, but she's fine using like a mix of both. I travel a lot for work, so sometimes when I'm away for like a day, my doorman will come instead of having like a quiet sitter.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, my doorman's the nicest person on earth.
That is amazing.
Literally, he will come, he'll play with her, and then he'll clean her litter box, and he even buys her toys. But he got her this, so I take no credit for it. And it's kind of squishy, so she can bite it. So she does the sweetest thing where every morning when I wake up, it's usually upstairs next to me.
Oh.
I think there are a lot of elements of this apartment which are really great for like cats because there's a double level. So she can sit on the top level and loves to perch. And this is the biggest window you can probably find in New York City. And I never open it more than that just because, obviously, I just want her to be safe. This is probably one of her favorite spots. She just like sits around here and she just like looks out. Going back to the food. Gotta put the food away.
I guess so.